Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to discuss about the topic name called MySQL Revision 2 Part 3. In that we are going to see the following subtopics, that is SQL joins, indexes in databases, creating indexes in MySQL. So these are the three subtopics we are going to see today. These are the new topics for you. An SQL join is a query. So what is meant by join? Join means combining two things together, that is only called join. So an SQL join, it is a query. We are going to apply a query that fetches data from two or more tables whose records are joined with one another based on the condition. So we will give certain condition for joining the two tables values. Okay. So two or more tables are going to be taken here as an input, and from those tables records are going to be joined. So what is mean by record? Record means a tuple or a row. So every row, whichever row is matching from both the tables, two or more tables, that is going to be retrieved, that those records values are going to be retrieved and based on the condition. So that is only known as SQL join. So this is the syntax for SQL join. We need to use the select query, select command, that is one of the DML command. So this command is going to be used for applying the SQL join. Okay. So select field list, we need to give the column names or attribute names, that is only known as field names. Okay. Then from which table? So table 1, table 2, table 3, like that n number of tables you can give here. So from these tables you can take the field name. So from table 1 you can take you can pick any table column name. From table 2 you can pick any column name, and from table 3 you can pick any column name, or multiple column names also you can take from each table. So like that we can give the field list here where join condition for the table. So we need to give the condition for retrieving the one or more tables field values. We can retrieve with the help of this var class condition. Okay. Next is example, that is select ename comma location. So ename is one of the field which is there in EMPL table, and location is one of the field name which is there in DEPT table. So from these two tables we are going to retrieve only two columns, and condition is where ename is equal to Anup and EMPL.DEPT number is equal to DEPT.DEPT number. That means employee table and department table, both the tables will have the department number as a column name. Okay. Both the tables department number should be matching here. Along with that, ename should be Anup. So employee name of this employee table must be Anup, and both the tables department number, if it is matching, so those fields and its corresponding rows alone going to be retrieved from the two tables, and that is going to be displayed as the answer for us. Okay. So that is the work of this SQL join here. So whichever based on this condition, whichever rows are matching with this condition, that is going to be retrieved. So the above SQL statement will first join the tables EMPL and DEPT on the basis of join condition. This condition, that is EMPL.DEPT number equal to DEPT.DEPT number. So based on this condition, it will join the two tables first. Then the record from the table EMPL will join with the record from the table department table whose department number is equal to the department number of the DEPT table. So employee table DEPT number and department table DEPT number, when it is matching, those records are alone going to be joined with the another table, second table. So what are the types of join we have here under SQL? First one is Cartesian product. So first join is Cartesian product, or other name for this Cartesian product is cross join. So here we will use the cross symbol, that is into symbol, for indicating this Cartesian product. So this query without any join condition, it will return all the records of the joined with all the records of the another table. So from one table to another table, all the records going to be combined together without any condition. So without condition, any condition, two tables, columns and its corresponding rows are going to be merged together, combined together, and it will be displayed as the answer in the Cartesian product. It is not going to use any condition. Next type of join is equi-join. It is going to use the equality operator for checking the condition. So based on the condition, using equality operator, it will join the two or more tables. So two or more tables are going to be joined here. In every join, the two tables, two or more tables values are going to be joined only based on the condition, using which operator? Equality operator. Next one is inner join. Inner join is also a type of what join? Equi-join only. It will join the two rows, that is rows are returned from the both the tables that satisfies the join condition. So based on the join condition, it will return the rows from both the tables. Here, see here, you can see the inner join example. So from both the table, if first table and second table keys, the corresponding column names values, column values are matched only, it will return the matching fields answer alone going to be returned here in this example. Okay, so select field list from table A T1, inner join, you need to use this word inner join, and table B T2 on T1 dot key is equal to T2 dot key. That means two tables same column name is going to be taken, that is key, here also key, same column name and its values, if it is matching only, that matched fields and its values alone going to be returned here in this inner join. Next is natural join. It is a type of equi-join where the join condition compares all the same name columns in both the tables. Natural join, it will check whichever column names are same, that values alone going to be retrieved and joined together, and it is going to be displayed as the answer for us. Okay, next is left join, and another join is right join we have. So this selects rows from both the left and right tables that are matched. Okay, both left and right tables that are matched, that rows alone going to be selected here. Along with that, all the rows from the left table, even with no matching rows found in the right table. Even if no rows found as matching for the left table, that is also going to be returned here as the answer in the left join. See here, left join examples are given. So in the first one, here we didn't use the where class, only T1 dot key, T2 dot key, both are checked here, and we are applying left join here for table A and table B. Okay, so here entire A is going to be retrieved when we are applying this condition. But when we go for this where condition, okay, where same four statements are going to be used, along with that where condition we are using here only from the table A, and whichever values are there in B, that is going to be ignored here. Okay, so table B is completely, table B that is matching with A is going to be fully ignored here. Okay, only the table A values alone going to be retrieved. So here no matching is taken from the second table. We are not considering the second table matching fields. Okay, whichever fields are matching, that is ignored here in this case. Okay, that is the use of this left join. Right join is opposite to this, only from the right table, and it is ignoring the left table's matching fields. Okay, so here in this condition, without using where class, whichever columns are matched in both the tables, and also the table values are rows from B table. Okay, fully retrieved here in this example. Okay, so this selects rows from both left and right tables that are matched. Along with that, all the rows from the right table, even with no matching rows found in the left table. So even if no rows are matched in the left table, only B values alone is returned here in the right join. So next topic is indexes in databases. What is meant by index? Normally index is the initial page which we have in a book. Okay, whatever book you are buying, index page will be there. So what is the use of that index page? Index page is mainly used to retrieve any content or any page in a fast way, in a quick way. So same purpose only in a database also, because database will consist of many tables, multiple tables. Every table will have n number of records, more number of records or rows will be there. So to retrieve one particular record, it's very difficult if you are going from first top to bottom. Okay, so for that case, for searching any kind of any record in a fastest way, we can go for this index. So what is meant by index? Index is a data structure or a table. It is maintained by a database that helps it, that is the index is helping a database to find the records within a table more quickly. So records are stored in where? Stored in table only. So records are there in the table only. So from the table, records are going to be retrieved in a quick way with the help of this index. So it stores the sorted or ordered values within the index field. So one field is going to be maintained in the index table or index data structure. That field is named as index field. Under this index field, we are having the sorted or ordered values of one particular column, one particular field. Okay, one particular field from for which table we are going to assign the index table. No, that table one field alone, that is primary key field alone, is going to be taken here for an index field, and their location is will be there in the actual table. So actual table, for which table we are creating index table, no, that table's location will be there in the same table itself. Okay, it will not be there in index table. Index table will be used as a pointer only, that is a reference table only for a actual table. Okay, so index is in a database is also called as table or database structure, we can say, which stores arranged values of one or more columns in a specific order. We can create one column for using index table, or index table can be created for more columns also. That means for one column also we can make a index table, or for more columns also we can make a index table, but the values of that particular columns are going to be arranged in the index table in a specific order. That means any in ascending order or in a descending order. If you are not mentioning any order, by default ascending order only will be assigned here. See here an example. Here we have a table student. In this table student we have three columns, that is roll number, name and percentage. The roll number is having values in arranged order. Name is not arranged. Name values are not arranged. Under column percentage, no, under this field name percentage, we are not having the values in a arranged order. But here in index table, if you refer, for all the columns, for whatever columns we have here in this table, for all the columns we have created index table here. But in this index table, only index field, that is roll number index field, then percentage is another index field, then name is the next index field. Either we can use this roll number for searching any particular record, or based on the percentage we can retrieve any record, but the values must be unique. Okay, when it is going to be, index table is going to be maintained or created for a large number of records which are there for one table, we need to choose normally primary key field only. Okay, we should not choose this percentage. Same percentage will be there for multiple persons. Okay, multiple students. So we should avoid choosing index field with the other keys, without keys, no, without primary key, whichever fields and all is there, we should not consider those field names or column names for creating index field, for using as index field. Okay, so here we have three index tables with the three field names. Every values of the corresponding columns or fields, no, are arranged in ascending order here. 83, 85, 87, 95. But here if you see 83, 87, 95, 85 only is there. But here every values in the index table is arranged. Okay, then only we can easily retrieve the record. But here the second field is used as the location pointer. So actual location is there in the actual table, that is table student. Okay, next is how to create indexes in MySQL. MySQL provides two ways to create indexes. One is at the time of table creation along the create table command. So when we are creating table, that time we can assign the index field. And another way is after already existing table will be there. For that we can also create the index. We will see the syntax for creating indexes in MySQL with the help of create table command. So to create index on a field at the time of table creation, you can specify the index field with the index class of the create table command. So index class here we will use. Okay, this create table command is similar like how we have seen for the create tables, no, the same manner the syntax is given. After that, after defining all the columns and its data types and the constraints, we need to give index class. Okay, so index followed by the name of the index. Okay, name of index name, and then which column you have chosen as index name, no, that is going to be given here. See, player IDX, then the player IDX, that name, under that we are going to consider the column name team number as a index column. Okay, index column we are considering here as team number. So that index column 1, column 2, column 3, whichever columns you are going to choose as index field, that column names and all you can give. You can specify the order also, ascending order or descending order also you can mention here, and then close the parenthesis for this opening parenthesis, you close this parenthesis here, and for this opening parenthesis you can close the parenthesis at the end. At the end you can give the semicolon. So we can see the example here. Create table players, player number, this is first field, and second field name, third field is database, date of birth, and fourth field is gender, fifth field is address, sixth field is phone, seventh field is team number. Totally we have 7 fields or 7 column names. So here team number is going to be chosen as a index field, that is player underscore idx. Under this name we are going to take this team number values. Okay, that is used after the index class. And here one field is chosen as a primary key, so that field is assigned here. Primary key is taken as the player number is taken as a primary key field here, and close the parenthesis. In this way we can create an index for a table using this index class. Okay, next, the above SQL statement will create a table by the name players, and at the same time it will also create an index, namely player idx. So what is the name of the index here? Player underscore idx on the basis of field team number. So for this team number we are creating the index name player underscore idx. We have not specified any order here, ASC or DESC, descending order. It will take default order as ASC, that is ascending order for the index field. Next is creating index on an already existing table. So here we can use this syntax: create index, index name, then on which table name we are going to create an index, no, that table name we need to give here, and then the column we need to pick which columns and all we are going to assign as index, no, that column names we need to pick, and then ascending or descending order we need to mention here, and at the end close the parenthesis. Okay, so to enforce the unique values, that is different values, add the unique keyword. Okay, unique values only you need to use for index field, means we can give this unique field alone. Unique keyword we can add along with this create command. Okay, so create unique index, index name we need to give, on the table name we need to give, and the column we need to pick from the table. Okay, at the end parenthesis. We can see the example for this: create unique index player underscore idx, that is index name, this is index, create unique index player idx we have given, that is the name of the index, and then on table name, from that table which field or which column we have chosen for index table, no, that column name we have given here in this parenthesis, at the end semicolon. So the above statement will create a unique index on the basis of field team number on an existing table, namely players. Okay, for this table name players, this is an example for already existing table how we can create an index. So with this we will end up the today's session. Try to complete all the assigned works within a given time. Thank you once again.